We've recently just hit the milestone of 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for all of your support. This is truly an amazing achievement, and I just can't thank you enough. To celebrate, I have decided to do a Q&A. The first question that I'll be answering today is by the Holy Ketchup 6445, who asked,
"What's your favorite SCR challenge that you've done?"
Well, considering just how many challenges I've done, it's difficult to pick one, but I do enjoy challenges which require me to ride a lot of trains. For example, how many Airlink trains can I ride in 33 minutes required me to ride a ton of different Airlink trains, which was pretty fun to do. Also, games like Tag Across SCR and playing Capture the Flag in SCR are also very entertaining games to play due to how much action is usually involved in them. Next up, Ringer Matthew asked several questions, starting with,
"What stations need to be updated in your opinion?"
Hampton Hargett. Every single station on the network looks amazing and are special in their own way. Except Hampton Hargett. Like, seriously, it's a station in the middle of nowhere, and the station itself doesn't look any better either. It just looks so boring and so lazily made. Please, SCR devs, fix Hampton Hargett in version 2.0. The second question that he asked is,
"Do you enjoy making SCR content?"
Yeah, else I wouldn't have made 84 videos about it.
"Do you plan on doing different challenges, and if so, what type of challenges?"
Yeah, I've got loads of interesting challenges that I'm planning on doing in the future. I won't reveal them though, at least for now.
"How long does it take to edit a video?"
I can usually get a standard 10 to 15 minute video done in like 2 to 3 days, but videos like Tag Across SCR require a lot of editing and, as a result, they take around 3 to 4 days to edit, which is why they're always delayed. Finally,
"Do you think you can reach 10K?
Well, it's still a bit far away, but we've already hit the milestone of 5K subscribers, which I thought was unreachable back when I started this channel, so I'm pretty hopeful that we'll reach 10K one day. And even if we don't, I'm just glad that we made it this far in the first place." Okay, next comment, Mr. Bus Lad asked,
"Favorite station IRL? Congrats on 5K.
Thanks, him. That's a pretty difficult question considering just how many stations there are in the UK alone. If I had to pick one though, I'd say London King's Cross. Next, Voters Bird asked,
"When will you do a voice reveal?"
Honestly, I probably won't in a long time. Fish Sticks Brods asked,
"Congratulations on 5K. Will you ever make another SCR tag video?"
Thanks. I'll probably make a Tag Across SCR, round 4 and possibly even a round 5 video in the future, but at least for now, it's currently not one of my priorities.
Hemden Park.
Who? Is there anything about Hendon Park that you wanted to ask? I'm confused. Next up, Ventilant asked 2 questions, starting with,
"Why did you choose a 360 as your pick?"
Well, the Class 360 is one of my favorite trains in the UK, so why not have it as a profile picture?
Bodin or Berrily?
Bodin. Bodin all the way. Berrily is not Pog. Next, Liamavia asks,
"Congrats, but what editing software do you use?"
Thanks. I use CapCut to edit my videos. Harmless Bongo Zero asks,
"Do you think version 2.0 will be overhyped?"
No, not at all. We haven't had a major update in over a year, and now we're going to have an update which will change SCR forever due to how it's adding new train physics, new features, and possibly even a new extension. I could go on and on about what version 2.0 is adding, but you've probably already watched a "what will get added in version 2.0 video, so I won't bother repeating stuff that you already know. My point is that version 2.0 will be the biggest and most influential update in the whole of SCR's history, so I don't think it's overhyped at all."
"What microwave do you have?"
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I have the trusty old Candy CDW20 DSS DX Solo microwave, and it's in silver too, so that's nice. No, I'm only just joking. I don't know what microwave I have.
"When did you join SCR?"
Believe it or not, the first time I played SCR was actually in version 1.0, back when there were only 2 operators. SCR trains looked like this, and when there weren't any guards, as well as other things missing that we now take for granted. Now, please note that my computer was trash and, as a result, I was like the laggiest train in the whole server, and it didn't help that I wasn't a very good driver at all, so it wasn't like I was doing any SCR challenges or I was grinding endlessly day after day just to buy one train. Oh, and here's the earliest picture of SCR that I found, which was taken in version 1.3. Next, Will Loves Transport asked several questions, starting with,
"What's your opinion on BR?"
Okay, I'm going to be honest, it's an amazing game. Sure, it does take a while to grind for trains, and as a result, the only train I have is a pacer, but the guard roll which allows you to check tickets, the trains, the sounds, the stations, even minor things like being able to use the pantograph, the quality overall is amazing. I personally don't play it much though, as I prefer to be a passenger in SCR instead of BR due to its network and server size being way bigger, and when I want to drive trains, I just play TSW4.
Will you ever play it in a video?
I already did 10 months ago for my 100 subscriber special, but the video editing isn't really the best. As for if I'll make any BR videos in the future, probably not. I just prefer focusing on SCR content. His last question is,
What's your opinion on Connolly?
it's so underrated. I explained my thoughts on the station in more detail when I escaped it, but in summary, it's just such a beautiful looking station. Probably one of my favorite stations in the game actually. Next up, Daily Dose of Transport Games asked 7 questions in total. Let's answer them. First of all,
Do you like collaborators?
depends on the collaborator and just honestly how I'm feeling. Most collaborators are amazing, who make the overall video more entertaining and who also help me in the challenge itself. But then there are some people who couldn't care less about the video and are collaborating just to gain popularity. Thankfully though, there haven't been a lot of people who were like that. Oh, and sometimes I just like doing the video by myself without any collaborator.
What are your thoughts on Capture the Flag and Tag?
Very fun to play. Also, if you haven't watched Tag Across SCR Round 3, I'd highly recommend watching it after this video.
If you were to become a millionaire but only could spend it on YouTube, what would you do?
Oh, interesting question there. I'd probably end up making a multi-part IRL series where I tried to visit every train station in Europe in the fastest time or something like that.
Would you ever consider expanding to other games?
Maybe in the future, but for now, I'd prefer to focus on SCR content.
Would you ever consider taking a break from YouTube for whatever reason?
Yeah, maybe. After all, keeping a weekly schedule isn't that easy, and there's a possibility that something unexpected could happen in the future which makes me unable to post any videos for a period of time. I'm not planning on taking a break anytime soon though.
Do you think you could try the SCR All Stations Challenge?
Well, doing that in a public server would take ages considering how unreliable trains in SCR are, but maybe I'll do such a thing in a private server in the future. And finally,
Would you ever do any SCR documentaries?
well, if I ever have an amazing, original idea for an SCR documentary, maybe. And the last question that I'll be answering in this Q&A is,
Why are you?
who? Why am I? That's a very good question indeed. Why am I? I don't know. And that's it for this video. I'm really sorry if I couldn't answer your question, as there were a lot of them, and this video has already taken me about 10 hours to edit, so this is unfortunately going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and see you in the next video. Bye.